Now, let me first of all, of course, begin by wishing you all a Happy New Year. I guess it's still time to do that, given that we are just exactly halfway through between our Western New Year and the Lunar New Year, which will loom in a few weeks' time. I think it's also appropriate to wish ourselves a Happy New Year, given what I would like to talk to you about, which has to do with the global economy and what we should expect for 2014. Now, I'm going to test you numerology skills by asking you to think about the magic 7. Okay? Most of you will know that 7 is quite a number in all sorts of themes, religions, and I'm sure that you can compress numbers as well. So, if we think about 2014, all right, I'm just giving you 2014, you drop the 0, 14, 2 times 7. Okay, that's just by way of example, and we're going to carry on. So 2014 will be a milestone and hopefully a magic year in many respects.
What's up, guys? It is January 31st, Tuesday, 12:32 p.m., and this is the Crypto Newsletter, and I have a huge announcement to make. I'm going to save it in a sec so I can finish this thought. What we just watched is Christine Lagarde, the magic number 7, talking about numerology, etc., talking about how you can forecast world events based off the numerology. So the magic number 7 on forecasting world markets for 2014 to 2015, totally without giving away too many secrets, or the magic word cipher. And think about it. All right? So it's 2023, right? 2, drop the 0, 2, 3, 7, baby. So we're at a critical year, and we're talking the year that's going to decide the next decade. And I'm going to rerun through the scenarios post-pandemic that we had ran through in October, November, and we're going to kind of get caught up on where we may be along this kind of post-pandemic future that the powers that be are trying to place and trying to set up. And I think it could be a positive one. And I'm going to show you why I believe that and which scenario I believe we're going to head into that a lot of people aren't expecting right now. And I like being on the opposite side of the fence. If you haven't already, click subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit a like, hit a comment, and let me know, what would you like me to deep dive on today? Last night, the boys, the Star Boys, Star Girls, we found some gems on gems on gems that are creme de la creme. I'm talking, we found coins that nobody's even brought up that are in the ecosystem of the coins we all love, XRP, XLM, etc. And they're so under the radar, they're not even launched yet. But we have big wigs on the boards. We got the JP Morgans. We got the DTCC. We got, I'm going to leave it at that. But the announcement that I want to make is that Stargate is officially, as of today, $1 million business. We just received an angel investment that puts the valuation of Stargate at 1.3 million. And I just want to come out here and say, thank you guys for putting us in a position to be that. Like, if it ain't for you guys watching every day, subscribing, liking, leaving comments, and showing the love, this wouldn't be an option for us. This wouldn't be the scenario that panned out for us, but it's because of you guys. And I just want to say that I love this community, and I appreciate all of you watching right now, whether you're a VIP member, whether you're just kind of enjoying the show. I still appreciate everybody that is showing the support, and you show the support by leaving a watch, leaving a like, showing a comment. So I would appreciate if you continue that, because Stargate and everybody involved, the whole ecosystem that we're building right now is going to the moon, baby. 2023 is our year. We've been calling it to a T since we came live on the scene in September of last year. And we're going to continue to be on it because I refuse to lose. And if you're a part of this community, then I refuse for you to lose as well. So we're going to be on top of it. This ain't no coming out of left field as far as I didn't come up on the scene learning about crypto 2 years ago. No. You can actually look at the story that they wrote on Stargate and personally about me, America's SBDC, Small Business Development Center. This was the other day. And you can, it's all there. You can read the story of Stargate, read the journey of me and kind of how we got to this point. It's ain't new to me. So I just want to appreciate you guys and show you the love. And I hope you guys show the love back. So now let's dive into this, because I just can't believe it. And I shared it in the Discord. So if you're not already in the Discord, come join it. Say what up. I'll say what up back. But this tax deferral for crypto to crypto like kind of exchanges would be good for us all. And it would be even better for Stargate, because that's our main strategy. It's called the RACC strategy, RACCS, rapid accumulation of coin strategy. And that's our peer-to-peer swings. We're looking at XRP to XLM. We're not looking at like Doge to Shiba. We're looking at XRP to XLM because we want to maintain within the ecosystem of coins that are long-term holds, but we just want to ride the wave and see, all right, is XLM primed to outperform XRP over the coming months? If the Stargate signals are flashing the huge time frame ones, then yeah, all right. So we're going to convert a little bit of XRP into XLM, ride that wave up, convert back when it tells us to sell, to accumulate more of the coins that we love and that we want to hold to reach our dream holdings. So when ultimately the USD value goes up, we have X amount more than what we would have had just sitting on our hands, holding, keep throwing money into the market, dollar cost averaging, accumulating more, taking money from your paycheck, throwing it in. That's all good and all. And that's your strategy. That's definitely a good strategy as well too. But why don't you put the money that you already have into work? If you saw your holdings go up and then just go back down the last bull market, then get plugged up with Stargate. Come join the Discord. Get access to the Stargate signals and the VIP channels for the automated signals. I'll show you them in here. We have a ton of coins set up for automated buy and sells. We got stocks and everything like that too, gold, silver, all these crypto signals individually. Then we have the peer-to-peer signals. And we're really getting ahead of the game with this, and we're front running what coins may outperform in the short, medium, long term. And just like XLM to XRP, I'm going to show you what's flashing right now. And if you wanted to actually read this whole story, I'll put that link in the Discord for you guys to read up on Stargate. And just to finish this off, this peer-to-peer strategy, if we can have tax deferral status of this, oh my God, this is game changer. We are going to be so set up. If that would be the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, the cherry on top, that would put us in the Stargate ecosystem community in such a good position, man. I would love to see this come into effect. XLM to XRP. I know this is a newsletter, but I just need to cover it before I forget. And with these type of gems that I'm dropping, I'm really now thinking about starting to put less out publicly on YouTube and all these channels, and really kind of dial in our gems, our creme de la creme to our VIP premium members who are getting that white glove service, that had paid and supported us and signed up with us right at the beginning because they saw the value. I want to make sure that the people that believed in us at the beginning, who are loyal, who stepped up to support, feel like they're getting supported back and getting information that no one else is getting. So we're really going to tone down what we put out publicly. Believe me, it's still going to be value, but it's hard to find value out here nowadays, but we're going to still be providing the value publicly. But any gems on gems, the creme de la creme is kind of going to the VIPs, the hidden channels, the private membership people, so we can make sure that we keep that tight knit in our ecosystem. Because a lot of guys out here, they're watching Stargate, so they're just going to distribute that information and act like they found it to their communities. But I want to keep it close knit. We're going to keep it close to the chest, to the people who believed in us and supported us. So if you want to get access to those VIP channels and get that white glove service, come join the Discord. I'll put the link in the bio. Right when you join, be like, hey, give me that white glove. Give me that creme de la creme. And we got you. The team members, officials, Fitzy Stargate, Eric Stargate, Rob Stargate, Ari Stargate, Alan Stargate. There is nobody else. And if you get to the announcement channels, go to the pinned and confirm that if somebody, we're not going to DM you. We're not going to DM you. And if we do, it's because maybe you asked a question in here and we're just following up. But there's scammers on the loose. They're trying to take down what we built, and we can't let that happen. So if you want that creme de la creme white glove, join the Discord, and you can go to the pinned stuff here. I always, I'm still figuring out Discord myself, to be honest, but I had posted it up here of the official username aliases of our team right here. So, and you'll get a DM when you join the Discord too. Make sure somebody DMs you, that's one of us. Confirm these numbers. If they don't line up, let us know and we'll block them, report them. We'll get Alan sicked on them, do that digital magic, So do that if you want the white glove service. And also if you just kind of want to chat it up, chop it up, talk about how Stargate could be a service to you and kind of what we got going, product, services, etc. And you kind of need to hash it out with us and talk about what you may even need, then come to the website. I'll put that link in the bio. It's stargate-ventures.com, and right at the front page, book a free info session. Get a free session. What's the worst you could lose? It's free. So come to the homepage, click there, and then you can request a book. It's totally free. All right, let's keep diving in because XLM XRP chart 1 week. We're seeing a 1 week buy now come in. We have a 5 day. We got to wait for the confirmation though in 5 days for the candle to close. But this is what we're seeing. 10 day, prepare to buy soon. We have a 2 week, prepare to buy soon. Then we got a 1 week buy now coming in right now. If we look at the top that came in, we're talking about this was the top and it's looking like this is the bottom of this big move. We're talking this signal hasn't flashed for 2 years. And then the previous one before that was 2 years before that. So this is the type of content and kind of gems that we're only going to share with our VIPs because this is just a layup for you, really. And if you look, the 2 week prepare to sell soon flashed here, the 10 day flashed here. The 1 week flashed here, the 12 day flashed here, and then we got our sell now on the 1 week because we go drop down to the lower time frame once we get all the prepare to sell soon. So then hit the top, boom, right there, we hit it. And then right now, we're doing the same thing but inverse. So now we got a 2 week prepare to buy soon, 1 week prepare to buy soon and buy now, 12 day prepare to buy soon, 10 day prepare to buy soon. It's looking like XLM is going to start outperforming XRP. So that is a little layup for you guys. I'm going to start blocking this content off though for our VIP. So if you want that white glove, come join the Discord, let us know. All right, now let's dive into the next thing. We got Federal Reserve expected to slow pace of interest rate hikes to kick off 2023. Also, before I forget, now since we're on the topic of charts, look at this. Like this is historically called the bottoms and we're way closer to the bottom than another 50% drop. That's for sure. We've already seen Bitcoin fall from like 66K all the way down to 16K. We've already seen multiple altcoins fall 99%. Look at what Filecoin came down to, what the Gala, HBAR. We're so much more closer than the bottom. We're already seeing the beginning of it, of the kind of pop up and change in market structure that it's just so hard to deny. If you're sitting on the sidelines right now, it's way more risky to not have any exposure to crypto than to be in it. I think personally, not financial advice. But back to the Federal Reserve, expecting a slow pace of interest rate hikes to kick off 2023. The Federal Reserve will kick off its policy meeting of the year Tuesday, with investors expecting Wednesday's policy statement to show interest rates rise at a slower rate for the second straight meeting. So you'll see the charts start to front run the narrative and the fundamentals. So back in November, December, nobody would have thought we had popped up and had our best kind of week of Bitcoin price action for years. And that's what we saw. And it's probably the front running of knowing that the federal funds rate and the basis point of raising them is starting to get less and less and less. They're slowing it down until ultimately they're going to pause it. And we're going to see the money printer light back up. And we know what happened when that happened back in 2020, 2021. So we're getting close to that being set in stone for sure. Then we have this little other gem. I don't mind sharing this, but it's Floki Inu. I think this is going to be the meme coin of the talk of the town for the next run. I do think we'll still see a little speculative bubble going on. And I saw Shiba do its thing. I refused to buy it. I saw it early too, refused to buy it. I hope my barber actually buy it. And you can actually read about this story in here. But yeah, and I refused to, because, I was stuck in the utility coin phase, but it never hurts to throw a little money, a couple $100 I threw in. But if it goes up to here, then boom, cash out, convert into XRP, XLM, and then you have more of those holdings. So I bought some Floki Inu for the team. Just want to put that on the radar. Some people, they're actually doing like a 99% burn of their treasury February 9th. That's in 9 days, equating to like $100 million. So there should be a spike because of that. So what I wanted to talk about was scenario planning for a post-pandemic future. So we had covered this by the Jewish Funders Network about like 2-3 months ago, and it walks through the scenarios of the world after the pandemic. I believe personally, we're going to be heading into a new renaissance, maybe till 2025, 2026. Then ultimately the latter half of this year, maybe an event happens. Maybe we see a Great Depression style crash, the Ice Nine, etc. And that's what I have so far as my thesis of what's about to happen. I think with the advent of all these new technologies coming out, we're going to go into a hyper bubble kind of growth phase. It's like the Roaring 20s all over again. And then we'll go back to the 1930s. So this was kind of like, oh, it's either this scenario, this scenario, this scenario, this scenario. I ultimately think it's actually this scenario first, second, third, fourth, and they're all going to happen. Let's watch it and get a recap.
It's hard to make predictions, especially about the future. Maybe now more than ever. The pandemic is producing major upheaval, and we don't yet know where all the chips are going to fall. We do know, however, that the world will be transformed, and our community will confront momentous changes. That's why, at Jewish Funders Network, we've embarked in a scenarios design process that imagines how the country and the world will look in the next 2 years. We can't predict, but we can imagine alternative futures that will affect the Jewish community in different ways. We don't ask if the scenarios are probable, but are they plausible? Scenarios are not strategic plans. They're not about the community, but rather about the context in which the community operates. They're mostly about the things we don't know, about the things that are coming at us from the future. They work from the outside in, helping organizations wind tunnel their strategies. They let you ask, how does my organization fare in these scenarios? What threats and opportunities may present themselves? What do we need to do today to prepare? We analyzed the uncertainties that we face, and we selected 2 key dimensions to structure our scenarios: the strength of economic indicators and the level of cohesion and equality in society. We then imagined how these dimensions can evolve in the next 2 years and created 4 different scenarios. In one, the economy has recovered and improved. Society has higher cohesion and less inequality. The world is experiencing a new version of the Roaring Twenties. We called this scenario a new renaissance. In another, the economy has bounced back, but the recovery has accentuated existing inequalities and created even more fragmentation and social tension. This is a world of gated communities for the rich and riots for the poor. We called this scenario have and have-nots. In the third scenario, the economy doesn't recover. We are in a long depression, and simultaneously, the society is fragmented, even violent. Inequality rises. The economic crisis fuels extremist movements, and society approaches the breaking point. We called this scenario back to the 1930s. In the last scenario, the economy doesn't recover, but the smaller pie is distributed more equitably. The society has learned to exercise solidarity, and a new spirit of cohesion has emerged from the pandemic. We are poorer, but seem to be happier. We called this scenario a smaller but tastier pie. After designing the scenarios, we asked what their implications are for different sectors within the Jewish community. What are the challenges and opportunities that each alternative future presents us? For example, how will human service agencies cope with the double whammy of more needs and less funding? How will we do Israel engagement in a world in which travel remains infrequent? How do we benefit from a renaissance in arts and culture? How do we keep the community safe? How do we work with students when in most scenarios there's a decrease of young people going to campus? Will we see more assimilation? Will the hostility of the general society in some scenarios result in a bigger sense of community? Will religion and synagogues grow or diminish in importance in each of the scenarios? And finally, we asked ourselves, how do we prepare to be resilient and thrive in each scenario? What are the steps that we need to take today to confront the future? What new skills will we need? What new organizational architectures? What new coalitions? Each of us would love to see the world evolving toward a preferred scenario. But we resisted the temptation of a good or bad judgment on any, as each scenario presents us with challenges, threats, and opportunities. Ultimately, we cannot stop the tsunami of the future, but if we're thinking about the future with creativity and open-mindedness, we can learn how to surf it.
And that's what our goal is here at Stargate. We're trying to surf the wave of this market that we get and this opportunity that we got going. I mean, I had just put in the Discord about this thread that Raoul Paul did, and it just sums it up perfectly. That's why I'm balls deep in crypto is this. And throughout the story, you'll learn that I tried everything, and it was always crypto in the background every day, doing the research and doing the studying. And I came to the conclusion that there is no greater opportunity than crypto. That's for sure. Just being invested in it, there's no greater opportunity, but also starting a Web3 business and being involved on that type of level is even bigger in itself. And even you can apply your Web3 knowledge and education and skills to your current employer right now. If you didn't want to start your own Web3 company, and at Stargate here, we're thinking about starting a new course, which is how to start your own Web3 consulting business locally in your town in 10 days and take that to $50,000 a year gross profit in 12 months. We're thinking about starting that because we started local. We just started posting on socials and going public back September last year, but we're not new to this. I mean, we started way before that. We were posting on YouTube. Everything was unlisted. And I'm thinking we might have to go back to that a little bit as far as keeping things close to the chest, these gems that we're sharing. Because my expertise is in deep diving, going into the trenches, finding undercover research, connections, connecting those dots and seeing how we can profit and ride the wave of that. The charts and everything, that's just the cream on top, the cherry on top, the creme de la creme, and the software that we provide too. But so we came across last night, the Star Boys, Star Girls, we had a team session and we uncovered some gems, absolute gems. Nobody's talking about them. And I want to keep those close to the chest for our VIPs because they're watching. These other channels are watching. They're gathering their information. They got their notebooks. They're having roundtable meetings with each other. And now that they heard the news that we got an investment, they're panicking. They're panicking right now. So we need to kind of keep stuff close to the chest and share this with our members because this stuff's invaluable, man. But don't worry, we're still going to provide that valuable information publicly on socials, just less. We're going to keep most close to the chest, but we still will share a lot of value, and it's hard to find nowadays. So if you want to get all the value though, then get on the VIP white glove service, join the Discord, let us know. Now, going to the scenarios, what I believe is we're going to be at a great renaissance, a new great renaissance, going back to the roaring 20s in a new way. That's where I believe will lead to these next couple of years. We're sitting at the prime opportunity for these next 3 years for immense wealth creation, immense. Like if you were a part of crypto back in this whole run back from 2020 to 2021, and you saw your portfolio hit heights you thought it would never go, and then you saw it just all come crashing down, you definitely want to get tied up with us because our signals were literally calling the Bitcoin top and bottoms to a T that whole way. And all the altcoins too. I'm not going to pop them up and show you the proof of receipts. I mean, we have them in the Discord. And if you have the Stargate software in your own charts, you can even go back and double check that. And it's just facts. You want to get tied up with a community who's going to be on top of it. I refuse to lose. And if I refuse to lose for myself, then I refuse to lose for you. So get plugged up with us. We're going to keep you 10 steps ahead of what's happening in the market and the narrative, etc. Because this opportunity, you want to ride this new renaissance. You don't want to be thinking it's going to be back to the 1930s, but we're not there yet. I believe it's going to be a new renaissance first. Then we're going to lead to the have and have nots because the people who decided to bite the bullet and kind of keep up with these new trends and take the risk, the sacrifice, because they got education on Web3 and the opportunity that it's providing, they found conviction through education and through research. Now you have that research. Now you're actually executing on it. You're biting the bullet, getting into the market, holding the coins that are going to make it. Then you're going to see a big wealth gap of like the people who kind of sat on the sidelines, held cash. They didn't participate in this market. And you're going to see a big wealth discrepancy, and we're going to lead to the have and have nots. And then there's going to be back to the 1930s. Maybe an event happens. And then ultimately at the end of the day, a smaller but tastier pie is, hey, I know there's not enough resources for everybody on a big kind of renaissance level, but hey, it's a smaller pie, but a tastier pie, because here you're at least getting something when there's the have and have nots. The have nots, if you're getting pie provided to you, I mean, everything tastes better when someone else makes it for you, right? That's for sure. So this is how I think it's going to pan out. I don't think it's any one of these. I think it's all of them in a certain order from right to left like that. And I just want to stick in this zone. I know you guys do too, for yourself, for your spouse, for your kids, for your family, your cousins, your acquaintances, your just community in general, and just like becoming in a spot where you can provide for people around you and be that positive light in people's lives. There's nothing better than that. But before you provide that for other people, you got to provide that for yourself. And that's what we're trying to enable you to do here at Stargate. So if you want to get a free info session and just kind of see how Stargate could be a service for you and kind of what we offer and how, and because maybe you're just like, I see the value, I just don't know how it would help me out. Hop on a call with us. Go to stargate-ventures.com. Go to the homepage. I'll put the link in the bio right on here. Book a free info session. Hop on a call with us. I mean, it's free. You have nothing to lose. 30 minutes, you'll get the utmost value. If you decide you don't want to get on a VIP white glove, that's fine. But at least it's 3 minutes. You get to talk to us and develop like a game plan strategy for you for 2023. And as Christine Lagarde stated, 2023, the magic number 7, it's the year that's going to decide the next decade. And I fully am convicted on that. So we covered that all at the beginning. Now, is the Fed prepping for mass crypto CBDC adoption with level playing field, which Brad Garlinghouse demanded if only time goes back and Ripple became a bank? Oh, what if this is the plan from the beginning? The Fed policy became effective on January 27, 2023, 4 days ago, right here. As expressed in the supplementary information also provides examples of how the board intends to apply this presumption in the context of certain crypto asset related activities. As expressed in the policy statement, the board generally believes that the same bank activity presenting the same risk should be subject to the same regulatory framework, regardless of which agency supervises the bank. This principle of equal treatment helps to level the competitive playing field among banks with different charters and different federal supervisors and to mitigate the risks of regulatory arbitrage. In alignment with this principle, the board generally presumes that it will exercise its discretion under Section 913 of the Act to limit state member banks to engage as a principal in, and then we can't read more, but boom, we're seeing some things take place behind the scenes. They're at these round tables. Oh, we're seeing the alerts go off. We're seeing them at the round table, making the regulatory changes, dotting their I's, crossing their T's to implement all this stuff. It's right there in front of you. Surveys from recent Ripple report. So interest in buying crypto from your bank. We have a whole lot of people saying yes. Some people saying no, some people don't know, but you're seeing the majority say yes. And that's ultimately is what's going to happen is you're going to start to see traditional institutions offer crypto and crypto custody. Well, it would be dope if you could have your Bank of America account. You open it up, you see, oh, I got my US dollars. I got my XLM in there. I got my Bitcoin in there. I can take a crypto collateralized loan out, etc. That would be solid and it'll be easy. Ease of use is what will hit the mainstream adoption. And we're seeing expected impact to CBDCs. We're seeing a lot of people saying massive. And Fidelity, I mean, I was talking to somebody at Fidelity the other day. I still have connections there. And they said that they're increasing their digital asset team by boatloads these coming months. And that's not for no reason. It's because they're expecting a huge flood of demand to come in. They're growing out that division. And there's not many people that even understand digital assets. I mean, they're pushing Bitcoin, pushing Ethereum, but ultimately for the people that know, why would they, want to invest with Fidelity if they only have Bitcoin, Ethereum when they can open up a Coinbase account quickly? So you're going to see these financial institutions expand their offerings. Maybe they'll have Avalanche, Solana, Algo. They're going to start to do it because they're going to need to. And then we have Infosys Payments Report, XRP for cross-border B2B payments. Ripple provides global financial settlement solutions to enable the world to exchange value like it already exchanged information, giving rise to an internet of value. Like, that is just beautiful. Like, what they're solving is so massive, you can't even fathom it. Many banks and payment players are adopting Ripple and similar platforms. Then we can go to here. It's talking about cross-border B2B payments will get a lot of attention. And as we expect, many new players such as Ripple competing against a conventional correspondent banking model with much better operational processes and liquidity management. Boom. Now, Gary gives us the reason crypto is attacked here in the US. Listen closely.
FinTech has gotten into payments. Startups have gotten into payments. We all know the story of China, that Alipay and WeChat Pay are dominant in the payment system. And yes, the central bank, the People's Bank of China, had to get their arms around it. And in Africa, in Kenya, Safaricom, a telephone company, got into the payment space. Now, what does this all mean to Facebook? Facebook has watched this and said, we want in as well. We want to do what Alipay or WeChat Pay or even any of these startups are doing in this space, because if you can get into payments, you can maybe get into credit. And if you get into payments and credit, you can start to make some of the profits.
Yeah, when you get into credit, the sky's the limit. I mean, it's printed out of thin air, it's debt, and you're talking the global debt's like $1/3 of $1 quadrillion. Yeah, you get into that space, you're going to be a behemoth, and Ripple outlined right there. Then we see this, People's Bank of China, Chinese central bank. Let's look at it. How payments on Ripple network right here. People's Bank of China, spelling it out. The sending institution requests fiat to fiat pricing quote from the receiving institution. Upon receipt, the quote with pre-approved negotiated margins is approved. The sending institution submits payment instructions to the company and debits funds to a digital asset wallet funded by Ripple with XRP. Ripple transfers the fund to receiver's XRP wallet in 35 seconds. The receiving institution can immediately pay the end beneficiary in fiat while simultaneously converting the received XRP to fiat currency. The sending institution is invoiced at the start of the following business week after the payments have been made. Then you see this, Andrew Work, Crypto RMB, reactionaries, tax, multinationals, central banks, and regulators. Lacking those facilities, they may turn to alternative means of currency exchange, such as cryptocurrencies like Ripple. Boom, right there. Then we have Ghana and Nigerian central bank open respective regulatory sandbox application processes. And we know that I think the Ghana central bank is working with Stellar. The Ghanaian and Nigerian central banks have invited financial innovators that wish to be included in their respective regulatory sandboxes to submit applications. The Bank of Ghana said its sandbox will also support innovations that attempt to solve the financial exclusion challenge. And if we go down here, we're seeing at the time, the bank characterized the sandbox launch as proof of its commitment to providing the enabling environment for innovation to promote financial inclusion and facilitate Ghana's digitization and cash light agenda. We see the statement adds prospective participants will be informed of the outcome of their respective applications within 21 working days after the closure of the application window on the 14th of March. So we're talking on like April 1st, 2nd, 3rd. I think around that time that they just stated, big stuff is happening. We have multiple pilots, like the Project Cedar is ending around that time. The pilot with the wholesale CBDC with big US banks. We have Big Bang migration, ISO to around 22. We have Amazon around April stepping in deep into Web3, making it public. And likely we'll see some regulatory action around that time as well. So the sky is looking bright, my friends. Now let's go into this next one. Institutional investors forecast strong year for Bitcoin. 65% expect Bitcoin to hit 100K. Keep in mind, Litecoin mining halving is coming up August, but Bitcoin's mining halving is coming up next year. Usually we see a lead up to that time. We revisit all-time highs by the halving point, and then boom, we go. So as far as the timeline goes and where we should be as far as prices and like the technological adoption cycle and kind of curve, yeah, we got some catching up to do. So this is what I'm saying. I had said, I think crypto is going to hit all-time highs this year, and I'm still sticking by that at this point till we see some more price action play out and see if the levels are holding, etc. But I guess institutional investors are forecasting that as well too. So love to see it. Then we got this. This I found, and it's about stellar, chain, interstellar. It draws the connections. And I think I'm going to start making more mind maps like this. One of our VIP premium members had suggested that. He gave us a good resource. So I think I like this. I like getting the visuals and kind of connecting the dots like this. I'm going to start doing stuff like this. If you'd like me to do more stuff like this, hit a like, hit a comment, say, yeah, do more mind maps. I personally like it. Let me know if you would. But what we uncovered last night, as far as our deep dives, we dove deep into the depths of chain, interstellar, stellar, and we found some potential connections that are crazy, potential coins with people on the board of advisors from JP Morgan, from DTCC. And we found some like 3 hidden gems nobody's talking about that are fundamentally solving huge problems in the traditional space. And they could be game changer. And we're going to share that with our VIPs in the Discord channels. So get ready for that, because what we uncovered is going to blow your guys' mind. It's actually better than the free gem that we gave out the other day with the Stellar deep dive and the hidden ecosystem of Stellar. We're going to dive deeper because what we uncovered is truly nuts. And I'm excited to share that with you guys today. Then we have this. I'm going to do a free public deep dive on Codius. I want to dig deep on this because where is it at? I mean, we're seeing all the speculation that it's never been discontinued. That's actually in low key development, and it has been, and it wasn't discontinued in 2015. We all know Kendra Hill, the conspiracy there, and her saying that to be the case. And I'm going to see if we can peel back the layer here and see if that is the case. So I'll do a public deep dive on this today, and then I'll do a private deep dive on the gems that we discovered last night and the hidden connections, what we found. You guys are going to enjoy that. And I think I'm going to leave it off at that, because I'm going to do another deep dive on the documents that I found yesterday, the research reports, a bit with money and payments, the US dollar and the age of digital transformation. We're going to dive into some of these CBDC, the digital dollar white paper 2.0. We're going to dive into that. And then also for the VIPs, I'm making a summary of 2023 events with key kind of conferences, key timelines, and just key kind of initiatives that end and their dates and times and etc. So we can be well ahead of the game when it comes to potential announcements, events taking place. So I'll be dishing that out hopefully by this weekend. Yeah, by this weekend, I'll have it done. After I get these deep dives done today, I will work on that research report for the summary events for 2023. So we're 3 steps ahead. So I'm going to end it off at that. So if you haven't already, click subscribe, hit the notification bell. Just want to say one more time, big things on the way for Stargate and for everybody involved in our whole ecosystem. I appreciate you guys to the fullest, and I love this community, and we're just going to keep on chugging away, man. That's for sure. We're never going to stop. We're going to keep providing these videos every day, and we're going to keep offering the public videos, but we're really going to dial into our VIPs and the low-key research, hidden gems that we find. We're going to have like a little bit of it's like the private ledger and the public ledger for XRP, right? That's what we're going to start implementing here at Stargate. So if you want to be on the other side of it and get the full suite of products, services, videos, deep dives, research, etc., then come get that white glove service now. Join the Discord. Let us know you want it, because I can't ensure that the price will stay this low, especially if we start uncovering more undercover gems. And what we're really thinking on doing is doing like maybe 1 to 2 hours a day for the day trading dogs on Pboc. Maybe we'll do like from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. New York time every day, Monday through Friday. And we'll just hop in the live chat in the Discord with the day trading dogs, make some money for the day, and then just move on with our day and get into research and stuff. So if you like that idea, leave a comment, say you want to become a day trading dog. We'll get you good with that. And that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next deep dive, where I'm going to cover the CBDC stuff, the interoperability and all that. And I'll see the VIPs with the other deep dive in a few hours here. So see you in the next one.